Divine Offerings, Universal Becoming, Part 2. March 13, 2016. Divine Offerings, Gifts from Creation, Source, and the Universal Becoming for Humanity. Evolutionary Preparation. All aspects of what unfolds within your moment-for-moment life can be trusted, for you create and manifest it all from a state of being that is purely self-loving, self-knowing, and excited about the lessons and gifts that every breath provides. Therefore, we reiterate, love equal trust. We are moving through these very key aspects about creating profound truths with the words that we use to define who we are and what we are opening up to. We do so with a newly refined trusting essence and loving heart to all that we swim within. It is important for us to be prepared in every way for the magic that awaits beyond the threshold of believability. This is why we have stated, your state of knowingness creates. Know that what you sense, what you are becoming, what you know yourself to be, and how it will serve you, will be the frequency that sets the stage for what unfolds in your moment-for-moment reality experience. As you create these new inclusive practices of oneness within yourself, you are then ready to explore and expand into the all and the greater good, for this is our natural evolutionary process to explore. All that you offer into this moment, with an open, loving, trusting heart, will be the exact resonance to which can guide you quite naturally onto your next level of expanded exploration. This is the preparatory work that you and much of humanity is now stepping up into. We are moving beyond a self-serving, greed, and fear-based way of existence, and expand into a new evolutionary paradigm. The levels of awakening that humanity sits at the gates of, is one in which we must begin to live from the heart center of all that we are, and truly let go of the mind-ego-based intellect that has held us captive with greed and competition. These old-world behaviors have kept us spiraling in a state of mistrust and stagnancy, and brought our planet on the brink of profound imbalance in many ways. We are sensing each moment from the soul level, that we are now engaging in becoming the evolved human that knows we are entangled with all life, with all forms of energy, of light, and that darkness and fear is a choice within our exploration of polarity and duality, but does not have to be taken at this point in our evolution. Every human will eventually tire from choosing darkness and fear, for there is graduation for every life aspect of creation. We all desire, we all deserve to become the fullest aspect of light and love that we are capable of, and we now free the stirring from within to engage us once again with the profundity and blessings of life and our universal families. With every initiation, we can live in every moment from a heart-centered state of being, and we will be shown very quickly the result of heart-centered living. We will see the transformations in all that we experience, thus creating a spiraling reality based on self-love, trust, surrender, allowance, and acceptance, and all that unfolds to us will be divinely synchronistic in its offerings. This is the synchronistic flow, the fluidic interplay of quantum movement, and we are stepping onto the lighted floor for a whole new dance with creation. These soulful engagements, the understanding and communion with all aspects of who we are, and the entanglement we choose to act upon with our teams, and with Source, is the preparatory groundwork that will benefit our galactic presence within our cosmic family. The Earth Star presence will be offered potentials to expand our socio-economic systems, not only upon our world, but also with the eventuality to begin negotiations, council meetings, and communication between galactic worlds and multidimensional beings, all for the purpose of advancing our understanding in all that exists. We may even experience the dissolution of global borders, and with every profound future potential, we are lovingly cradled upon the wings of the cosmic dove, for we know, we trust, we surrender as a collective in all that we are creating. The new soulful humanity is worthy and deserving to receiving such divine gifts and offerings. These are the initiations that will teach us how to navigate within galactic and cosmic waters, for these sensings are a taste of what is unfolding and forthcoming on the shores of a humanity rebirthing into a new frequency of light and love. You have created these paths of your authentic unveiling to come face to face with your divine elegance, your innate divine blessings and gifts from Source, and for the experience to be unlimited in every way. These potentials that are offered as you move through such spiritually loving initiations, and are the consecrations of divinely encoded gifts of the Shekinah spirithood. Again, all of these movements within the wave of our cosmos, are the preparations and expansive teachings to ready us for greater universal entanglement with energies and frequencies we have not known or been taught upon this realm. When we are ready, we will be gifted with temple teachings as we had experienced in our ancient lifetimes, when beings from Sirius would bring their celestial offerings of wisdom and intelligence, and bestow them upon the adepts and priestesses who had moved through various initiations and rites of passage. We will be taught and we will awaken to the remembrance of profound energetic skills, abilities, and gifts to heal with greater speed and accuracy. We will remember how to use the natural elements of Gaia and her loving offerings, and the skilled balance of our innate gifts to teach new healing methods that are not filled with pharmaceutical concoctions. We will be taught how to teleport, bilocate, and traverse this vast cosmos for intergalactic learning and sharing. We will even be taught how to hone our skills to manifest from the purity of our thoughts and intention. All of these heightened human potentials requires that we must move through the various initiations that not only test the level of awareness that we have expanded into, but also the depth of our benevolence, self-love, and compassion to which we emit to one another and creation. For humanity to move up into these states of heightened frequency and cosmic potentials, we must move through these inner phases of self-love and self-growth that incrementally expand what we know to be true, and how we are able to create the balanced sense of self, and thus emit and express this to our own community, our own family, our own world, before we are able to expand into a grander universal playground. Greed, anger, hate, and aggressive temperament will not be permitted to bleed into the cosmic web any more than it has poisoned us here. We must learn the lessons and choose a new way of becoming. This is the beat of our universal beating, and it is the pulse to which we now desire to tango with, for we are as a collective, now tuning into a greater communion with God and creation. These are the collective stirrings that will allow us to experience our divinehood by exploring and acting upon divine love, divine will, and our divine intelligence to unveil a richly textured ability for self-love, surrender, allowance, and acceptance into new states of becoming. Divine offerings from Source. There are key offerings from God that we have all been encoded and blessed with that can assist in navigating any frequency dimension. These divine offerings are within, and each tool is innate. It is linked and encoded to know God, to move in an evolutionary fashion to becoming an ever-moving state of greater light and love that naturally folds into the universal rhythm of potential. We all arrive within any incarnation with the tools to evolve, ascend, and move beyond the borders of that dimensional realm. These are all universal designs that are embedded within every realm, and as we evolve, shift, and expand, we can choose to initiate ourselves into new experiential territory of knowing Source. The tools that we are gifted and will use to gain access to an expanded experience will be different with each unique vibrational realm, but we are all gifted with the innate desire to know God. These divine offerings that we are all encoded with are divine love, divine will, and divine wisdom. All of these attributes reside within for us to use with whatever imagination and guidance gifted by our teams, higher self, and spirit guides, so that we can traverse each new level of energetic experience. We have ultimate free will to explore, express, and expand within all that we can, so that we can experience the evolutionary blueprint that we designed prior to this incarnation. An exciting attribute for incarnating within this earthly experience is that we have chosen to take on a myriad of layers that appear to steep us in weighted duality. These appearances are illusory, however, and as you expand within all that you are, you can move through these illusions and gain the invaluable lessons that come with every phase of energetic unveiling. It can appear, for example, that we as a collective have no choice in how our reality is experienced. From our schooling, banking, career, or vocation options, it seems as if we are offered a platter of this or that. Ascension allows you to know, with greater certainty, that all that is encompasses the all, so that you can choose to create this, that, and whatever else you desire. This is where duality is released and you step up into the infinite. An expanded state of being then produces an expanded state of experience, and thus allowing you to perceive with unlimited specks of potential. When we are feeling distance between who we are and all that we know ourselves to be at the energetic level, this dichotomy between our states of being as a spirit essence, and that of a dense physical experience, can make us feel as if we are always at odds with ourselves and the God that we believe put us here. As we reach within the depths of our uncertainty, we summon the fear to step forth, we summon the separation and limitation of choice to show itself, so that we may face whatever it is that battles us from within. We now unveil the truths of all that we are, and we take ownership and responsibility to all that we have created for ourselves so that we can step forth to take on a new path of potential. We have all played the roles of limitation and fear for far too long, and it is now time to step into a new beat, a new song of light. For the first time in a millennia, we are able to see our reality as moving, fluid, changeable, and divine, and in this, we are able to see what we truly are capable of experiencing, and it is breathtaking. We are then shown that all fears, all aspects of the sensation of separation, is only that which we have left out, or that which has been fractured in our ability to seek security, safety, love, and protection in a reality experience that filled us with such polarity and friction. The soul bruises, the Akashic wounds are the beautiful inner child within us all, and it will serve us and show us exactly where attention, care, and love is required for that wound and illusion to be healed. This beautiful innocent child stands before you now, in all of his/her glory, to allow you to see that in your acknowledgement, acceptance, and embracing of all your deep-seated fears, will bow to your service to know love, be love, and emit your limitless divine love. For this child knows that love is the only victory to be had, and this child is every aspect of you. Regardless of what experiences, illusions, or fear that you are shedding, at the core of who you are divine love. You are a golden spark of divinely loved essence of potential, and as you know thyself, as you love thyself, you not only honor all that you are as a sacred being of light, but you now have the knowledge and tools to honor your purpose for existence within the all of creation. You are a jewel, and you were created with a love that is beyond our earthly comprehension. You are meant to shine, to bring forth a new emanation of light that has yet to be seen here upon this earthly plane, for as you step up into your own authentic brilliance of becoming, your golden spark ripples through creation in its ignition of divine love. Divine will is the validation from creation that you are so divinely loved, that even within all that is held in separation, however distant and fearful the choices may be, or however dark the choices that we have all explored may be, we are all encoded with the divine will to alter our course. It is this level of unconditional love that we have been gifted by God, so that we choose our path of experience back to source in our own unique way, in our own unique terms and expressive light. We are always loved and will always be gently guided back to the path of alignment with source, because it is the course in which we have written to explore. Divine love is encoded within all that we choose, and as we move along our path of unfolding and becoming, we have the divine will to steer and navigate in a way that is in alignment with the blueprint that we designed. Our higher self and spirit guides will always show their presence to assist you in this alignment, but it is you that must initiate each new beginning of growth into deeper love. The more awareness we seek within, the greater flexibility and expansiveness we can choose to explore. We are being prepared in every way to explore a vast cosmos, and this unique life experience can allow us to use our intuitive, psychic, and healing skills that are congruent to what other higher dimensional beings use. We have the will to choose to hone what exists within, and we do this by the engagement and entanglement that we align to with our teams. To create the ability for humans to manifest the reality experience, in which we are able to traverse the cosmos, or heal within the future Gaia temples, is the path to which these preparations will lead. All that you desire exists right now, and it is all within. Divine love, divine will, divine intelligence that you and your teams can tune, hone, and expand upon as you act upon the purity of your intent. These are the gifts graced to each of us to explore and move in a loving way as it was intended. The beacon of light, the beacon of gifts that you add and uniquely thread into creation, is your expression to this quantum blanket of Source light. Source, Mother, Father, God, has such deep and rich love for you, that these divine gifts are offered and sown within each and every one of us. Regardless of how dark the path that one may choose to experience, there is always love found beneath the layers of fear-based beliefs and behaviors. We are loved so deeply, that it is our free will that has been the path to which we have expanded in an infinite number of ways, and here we stand. We are ready for a love to which we have never known, and we are ready to explore and express this love upon this new earthly plane. We are ready to experience divine love, a love so pure, and we embed ourselves within a reality that has no limits or conditions, and so we create what is required for new earthly paradigms to sprout in fairness and compassion for all. Our innate desire to know, to explore, to be all that is possible within any one lifetime experience, allows us to take heed upon the call of spirit that has ached for our attention and communion. It is the call to higher divine intelligence that offers balance, harmony, and abundance within all of our earthly systems and potentials, for it is our birthright as God's children to explore, experience, and express. Your desire to know, and your desire to seek entanglement with universal energy in any form, is the call for you to act upon it, if you so choose. For remember, there is no one being that can ascend and expand without taking action upon the divine will, divine intelligence, and the divine love that is embedded within us all. We will always be offered these divine gifts, the synchronistic cues and symbols of love and expanded potential, but it is purely up to us to act and move upon the love gifted. Ascension updates, frequencies. Our planet is being offered emanations that have never been offered, and all that we are adjusting to will be felt in subtle ways. We are being shifted into new frequency potentials, and for those desiring to explore their limitless potential, you may sense a swirling of excitement for what may be just around the corner. There is grand support in our creative and imaginative abilities to inspire and manifest new ideals, new ways to play, and allow our union, our community to be brought to new heights of engagement with one another, with our planet, and with universal family. As we are being offered the purity of light emanations of rarefied celestial love, and source love, the body may react with a sleepy disposition as it processes the energy of such gifts. These subtle offerings will invite you to nurture yourself in a new loving and compassionate way. For these are your initiations into new potentials of your multidimensional expansiveness, and thus will require that you soak in its divine presence. Know that all aspects that you are shedding, all aspects that you are offering to enter into your existence and state of being, requires an energetic transaction. This is the world of the unseen that the archangels often teach and emulate to us in our meditations and dream time. These energetic quantum offerings are movements. It is the dance with creation that we have chosen to take part in. This dance is the unveiling of your greater authentic spirit self, the soulful being that desires multidimensional engagement and exploration. This dance is eternal, as are you. This dance is the becoming of the divine within that is now surfacing to explore what you have created from your loving and compassionate intentions, and from the willing of your God spark into a physical experiential manifestation. This is the path of the enlightened, this is the path of the awakened, this is the path that is offered to each and every one of us, and it is beyond what we have ever known to be true of our potential. You are a divine living light being, and you can navigate this path however you so desire. Alignment is within, love is within, divine miracles are within, and you have all that you need to experience it. Love all that you are. Trust in all that you are, for you are unfolding in divine timing, in divine perfection, and you are becoming the gift of light that was bestowed upon you as you were gifted life. What a dance of elegance you are! This constant and ever-evolving state of expansive love and light, is you. Enjoy your light, enjoy your love, enjoy your dance, for it is all of your choosing, it is all of your creating, and how profound you are to step forth in your light and begin a new song for humanity. Our recent weekly Universal Gathering radio shows have talked in depth about the key attributes of trust, surrender, allowance, and acceptance, and how pivotal these behaviors are to stepping up into the most profound potential that exists for you. These are the universal preparations, the divine offerings that are gifted to prepare us in every way, for the new cosmic life that Gaia is entering into. One cannot traverse the cosmos unless the limiting beliefs and sensations of self are transformed and aligned with the galactic frequencies. This is the process of humanity awakening to the cosmic breath to which we now breathe, and how this breath is the new birthing of the unimaginable, the unfathomable, and we all have a part to play in its delivery. Allow your inner light, your inner brilliance, and your creative expression to come forth, for it is the song you promised creation that you would sing. 2016 holds profound elements and ignition for tremendous potential for all of humanity to rise up and swim within the limitless love, and the universal light that has always been offered. Our unconditional love and embrace for your lighted path and unique expression to unfold, for it is always within for you to reveal and unleash, in love and light. Joanna L. Ross. UniversalUnity.ca